All right, welcome to part 4. I would like to answer this particular question, but I'd like to show you two methods to find the correct answer. One involves substitution method, and the other involves factoring, hence the review of the skills. And so, hey, let's jump right into it. What are the zeros of the function f of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 24? You have options A, -7 and 3. You have option B, -6 and 2. You have option C, 4 and -6. And you have option D, 5 and -7. Now remember, both of these have to work. They have to work. You got to keep that in mind for the first strategy I'm going to show you in how to answering these questions. And so let's just jump right into it. Step 1, one at a time. Start substituting the terms in each of the option answers above. For both terms will need to be simplified to show f of 0 equals 0. If just one of the terms doesn't work, then you stop. Don't waste your time. This is a timed exam. And you want to go to the next option. For example, if one of the terms in A, -7, doesn't work and it's not going to give me f of 0 equals 0 when I simplify, then you can stop. A is not a possible option. And then you go to B, and if -6 doesn't work, then you move on to C. You try, if that doesn't work, you go to D. And if 5 works, then -7 has to also work in order for D to be the answer. So hopefully that didn't confuse anybody. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm talking about. So I'll take each of these one at a time, and I'm going to substitute, say, -7 for x into this expression. And then our goal is to have 0, because f of 0 equals 0 after I simplify the expression. So let's just jump right in and get to it. A. If you can see down here below, I'm showing step by step what we need to do in order to achieve that goal, right? So I want f of x set to 0. So that means when I substitute the -7 for the x squared plus 2x minus 24, I'm going to substitute that -7 everywhere I see x. And when I simplify, following the order of operations, I talked about that in the review, I should end up with 0. If you did the math correctly, and believe me, I've done it wrong before in the past. So you want to watch each step and be very careful. -7 squared. Okay, first of all, order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So parentheses are first. I do have a couple of parentheses here, but there's nothing inside the parentheses that I can do. It's just to organize my writing. So no parentheses. Okay, exponents is next. Do I have any exponents I can simplify? Yes. So a -7 squared is -7 times -7. I'm just going to bring down the rest of my terms. -7 times -7 is a positive 49. Okay. Next operation is to multiply 2 times a -7 is a -14. I can put a plus sign between two terms. It's not going to change anything. And then I'm just going to bring down that -24. I could have put a plus sign in front of that negative sign as well. So now we got to simplify our like terms, add and subtract. Remember, we move from left to right when it's a tie and concerning the order of operations. So 49 plus a -14 would give me what? What is 49 plus a -14? That's 35, right? 35 minus, or 35 plus a -24 would give me a positive 11. So you see what I mean about mistakes? They happen all the time. And don't be afraid to make a mistake. And you want to go back and make sure that you have done your work correctly. But this is just an example of how is this equal 0? Does 0 equal a positive 11? No, it does not. So I'm going to move forward. A cannot be the option. So I'm going to go ahead and move on, and I'm going to take a look at B. I'm going to take a look at option B. And I'm going to substitute that -6 for both the x variables. -6 squared is -6 times -6, which is 36. 2 times a -6 is -12, and then I just bring down that -24. 36 and a -12 plus a -24 is 36. What's a positive 36 plus a -36? Ooh, that's 0. F of 0 equals 0. That checks off. That looks really, really good. Now I'm going to substitute the 2 for x, right? Because, again, both of these terms have to work in order for you to discover the correct answer. F of 0, set it up to 0. I'm going to substitute that 2 everywhere there was an x in the original problem. Again, order of operation. So 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. 2 times that 2 would give me 2 times 2 would give me that positive 4. Again, another mistake. I spotted another mistake, and that's okay. 2 times 2 is 4, so I'm going to correct my mistake. I'd like to say I did this on purpose to show you everybody makes mistakes, and it's important to double check your work, but I did not do this on purpose. And then I'm going to bring down that -24. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus a negative 24 is 16. -16. So does 0 equal a -16? No, it does not. So this cannot be your answer. Both options have got to work and equal 0 to f of 0 in order for you to choose the correct answer. So let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to give C a try. I'm going to give C, I'm going to substitute these values for C. So first, I'm going to substitute 4 for x in the original expression, right? So 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. 4 times 2, which is 8. I'm going to bring down that -24. What's 16 plus 8? That's 24. What's 24 minus 24? Hey, that's 0. Does f of 0 equal 0? Yes, that checks out. Now I have to do the other number, -6, the other option. So I'm going to substitute -6 everywhere there's an x value. -6 squared is -6 times -6, which is a positive 36. 2 times a -6 is a -12. I'm going to bring down that -24. -12 plus a -24 is 36. Positive 36 plus a -36. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. -12 plus a -24 is a -36. So a positive 36 plus a -36 gives me 0. Is the function of 0 equal to 0? That checks out as well. That is my answer C. I can stop. I'm not going to do option D. I know my answer has got to be option C. As you can see up here, if I can get it there, 4 and -6 are the zeros of this particular function. That was tough. That's hard to get my tongue out of the way sometimes. So, but hey, thank you for joining me. Remember, math is easy. Take it step by step. In this next part of the part 5 of answering these questions, I'm going to show you how to factor to find that particular answer. Thanks for joining.